at 11.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather and Connie Chung.
Good evening. Is it or isn't it another example of Mideast terrorism here in the United States?
That's the question in the wake of today's arrest of a Lebanese national charged with a bloody attack on a van full of ultra-Orthodox rabbinical students. New York police are still investigating yesterday's assault on the Brooklyn Bridge, and they're being very cautious in talking about the attack. Correspondent Jacqueline Adams begins our report.
It took 30 hours for New York police to arrest the man they say was the shooter in yesterday's attack on a van of rabbinical students and to recover a cache of semi-automatic weapons and ammunition.
The one thing we know was that this man with the weapons described by the police commissioner was not going deer hunting.
28-year-old Rashad Baz, a livery cab driver and Lebanese national, has been charged with a series of crimes, among them 15 counts of attempted murder. Police say they got lucky when a call came in after Baz took a 1978 Impala to a body shop for repairs. Police say that was the car used in the shooting.
The assistance in the Iowa community came in much the same way that much of the assistance came over phones, people calling in.
Police refuse to speculate on a motive or other suspects, but they are investigating whether Baz has ties to Muslim extremists in custody in connection with last year's World Trade Center bombing. Terrorism experts think Baz's attack was in direct retaliation for last week's massacre of Palestinians on the West Bank. But there are doubts that today's arrest will end the cycle of violence.
Following the events last week in Hebron, there were calls throughout the United States by Islamic fundamentalist leaders for vengeance against Jews.
Even before the shooting, anxious New York City police had beefed up patrols around sites frequented by both Jews and Arabs. Neither those actions nor the arrest, though, eased the fears of some parents whose children attend Jewish schools.
Completely horrified and panic-stricken.
Friends and colleagues of the wounded students were back in their Brooklyn school today, praying for a miracle. One of the victims was declared clinically brain dead, although he remains on a respirator, and doctors hold out little hope for the recovery of another. Jacqueline Adams, CBS News, New York.
And this word just in, New York police say there will be 2 more arrests in this case. Dan?
Thanks, Connie. In the Middle East, Israeli troops today killed 2 more Palestinians. That makes 6 days in a row of bloody unrest following the massacre by a Jewish settler on the West Bank. The PLO says it won't resume peace talks until and unless Israel cracks down even harder on the settlers. CBS News correspondent Bob Simon is on the West Bank.
The fury spread to Jericho today, to the quiet little town in the Jordan